Good morning, students. This is the video of class 7 subject science. So we all had seen that in the previous video we had studied about the autotrophic mode of nutrition. That means the one who can make their own food is known as autotrophs. So they were making the food by a process that is called the photosynthesis. So in detail today we are going to read photosynthesis in this video. See, in the photosynthesis, the main part is this one, the chemical equation. If you remember this chemical equation, this is very easy. You will not forget anytime. So just see here carbon dioxide is there. That means we are having carbon dioxide. We are having water. Again, we are having sunlight. If we are having this carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and in presence of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll means the green color that is present in the leaf. Then by this 4 raw material, the green plants can produce glucose plus oxygen. That means this glucose is the food for the plants. So this is the photosynthesis. So let's see what is written in the book. First thing here, the carbon dioxide combines with water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to produce food in the form of glucose. Glucose is called sugar. It is very simple form of food. It is a type of carbohydrate. So here it is written, see, simply photosynthesis, that means carbon dioxide when combines with the water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to produce glucose and oxygen. This is known as photosynthesis. Now this glucose is the simple sugar. That means this is the very simple form. Now it is also a type of a carbohydrate. Now this over here, that means oxygen is produced as a byproduct in this photosynthesis. So we just tell now that the plant gives us oxygen, the plant is giving us the life. So due to this byproduct, this oxygen, we are getting the oxygen from the plant. That means this is the byproduct for the plant, and this is useful for us. So let's see the down part. That means here sugar generated in the leaves is transported to the part of the plant through stems. Some sugar is used to release energy and the rest is stored as starch in leaves, stems and roots. So I had already told you all that in the leaves, if there is extra glucose, that means the extra glucose is stored in the leaves only. So in which form? In the form of starch. So as in the form of starch, it is stored in the leaves also, stems also, and in the roots also. The solar energy is trapped by chlorophyll in green leaves during the process of photosynthesis. This energy is stored in the glucose molecule. When an organism requires energy, this glucose molecule is broken up and energy is released. That means they are having the sugar, that means the glucose molecule in the leaves. Whenever they need energy, the glucose is broke down and they give the energy. Sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living thing on the earth. That means by the process of food chain, I will show you all that how that sun is the ultimate source of energy. That means in the earth we are also depend on the sunlight, but we are dependent indirectly. How? I will show you just after some minute. This can be understood by the example of a food chain. A food chain is a sequence of who eats whom in order to obtain the nutrition. See, in the food chain, what we do, if this is the grass, so grass will be eaten by rabbit. Rabbit will be eaten by somebody else. Somebody else will be eaten by somebody else. That means here also you can see that just like take example, here is a plant. This is the plant. This plant will be eaten by goat. Goat will be eaten by lion or by human being. So see how we are dependent on the, that means on our, that means on the other for the food. The goat is directly depend on the, sorry, indirectly depend on the grasses. That means they have to, they will not eat meat or fish, they have to eat the grasses. So the energy what they have consumed from the sunlight, that means by the process of photosynthesis, whatever they have made the energy will be transported to the goat. Now goat, again, if we eat the goat, so that energy will be transported to us and we will just use that energy. So like this is the food chain. So let's see what is written in the book. See here, first is the green plant. Now by solar energy, water, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, by these things they are making the energy, that is in the form of glucose. That means they are having, in the leaf they are having the energy that is in the form of glucose. It's a carbohydrate. Now the deer is eating the grasses, green, that means the green plants, that means they have got the solar energy and now it is transferred to the goat, sorry, it's a deer. Now deer will be eaten by the tiger. That means the tiger is just eating the meat, they are not eating the grasses. So in this process we can see that there is a transfer of energy. See here, solar energy is there. Now energy being transferred to a herbivorous, that means the one who eat the green plants. Now energy being transferred to a carnivorous. Now carnivorous is the one who just eat the meat only. So we can see that the energy is transferred from one form to the other form. So let's see the other thing, that means the other pages. So in the page number, the next, that means in the next page we are having the activity 1. That means we are going to perform activity to test a leaf for the presence of starch. What is starch? Starch is a stored form of energy in the leaf. So we are going to see that the leaf is having the starch or not. So it is written very long, just I am telling you in very short. So do one thing, take some materials, just like a beaker is there, this one is the beaker, test tube, this one long one is the test tube, burner, this one, the down one, which will give you the fire, this is the burner. Test tube holder is not shown in this picture, so there is a handle just like this which will hold the test tube, so it is not shown. Iodine solution at the last, this one is the iodine solution with a dropper, what it is showing, this one is the iodine solution. Alcohol, this one, that means in the test tube what they are pouring, this is the alcohol. Water, this one is the water, and the leaf that has been exposed to light. So do one thing, just take a fresh leaf and just put it, take a beaker, add some water and just dip a leaf on that one and just place it under the fire, that means light the Bunsen burner and just put it in the upside. Now it will start boiling. Now when it will boil, just after the boiling, just take out the leaf. Now put that leaf in a test tube, that means how it is putting over here. So just put that leaf on that test tube. Now after putting, just you have to put some amount of alcohol, that means ethyl alcohol or anything that in our school we are having the ethyl alcohol, so we will use the ethyl alcohol. So we will just put up to this part the alcohol so that it will cover the whole leaf part. After that, just place a test tube holder in this one and dip it in that boiling water. When you will put this one in the boiling water, this alcohol will also start boiling. So do you know why we are using alcohol, or that means we are using the test tube? Because alcohol is very good conductor of heat, so it will catch the fire. So we are just using the test tube. and the test tube we are using the alcohol. So just put that one in the beaker. So when the alcohol will start boiling, just remove it. When you will remove it, that means when that test tube will stop boiling, again dip into the boiling water, that means in the beaker. So do that thing, that means this process until this leaf become, that means pale in color, that means it will discolor. After that, take out that leaf and just put in the soft, that means plain water. After that, take out from the plain water and just put in a watch glasses and just add some iodine solution. When you will add some iodine solution, you will observe that some part of the leaf become bluish black. That means if this is a leaf, you will see some patches of the bluish and black color. So what is this? Let's see. Here it is written, the bluish black color indicates the presence of the starch in the leaf. If you can see the bluish and the black color, that means the starch is present in the leaf. So we have